Wednesday night marked the halfway point of the regular season at the Pittsburgh Basketball Club Pro-Am, and the action got off to a little bit of a slow start, but by the end of the evening, night 4 of games at the Greentree Sportsplex did not disappoint. In Game 1, the Steel City Tickets team of all West Virginia guys took on the Layer, normally featuring Dante Taylor and Isaiah Epps, but both of them were absent on Wednesday, so the Layer was Pantherless as well. The big story coming into this one was Eric Murray, the promising transfer from LaSalle, who will be eligible for West Virginia after sitting out a season. He had 11 points, 17 boards. West Virginia freshman Keaton Miles catches a nice alley-oop here on the break. Miles again with the nice spin on this play, but even without Dante Taylor, the Layer beat Steel City Tickets 61-60 in overtime, thanks to 14 points from that man, Robert Morris guard Karan Williams. Game 2 might have been one of the most entertaining and well-played games at Greentree so far this summer, as Ashton Gibbs and Lamar Patterson's SPK Law team took on J.J. Moore, Khem Birch, and John Johnson's center court squad. And here we go, right off the tip, Birch to J.J. Moore, and the foul. That was a sign of things to come. The Philly boy John Johnson got off to a fast start as well, hits the 3 ball there. Johnson played great defense on Ashton Gibbs all night as well. Here's the steal by Birch, passes it up ahead to Johnson for the dunk. And then how about the other way around? Johnson darts into the lane for the steal, and this time he's going to give it up to Birch for the flush. This center court team is fun to watch. Johnson hasn't scored less than 15 points in a game at Greentree yet this year. He had 20 in this one as he hits another 3. This time gets to the rim, can't finish, but draws the defense and allows Birch to get the easy follow. These two freshmen play pretty well together. This was probably Birch's best game of the summer so far. He gets the block on Gibbs there, and then showing a little bit of a face-up game on the offensive end. He finished with 8 points, but only missed 2 shots and hauled in 12 rebounds. But he didn't need to do a whole lot of scoring for center court because J.J. Moore was filling it up again. Finger rolls, 3-pointers, and sometimes just bullying his way to the hoop for an and one like he does here. Moore had 25 on just 14 shots, and it never hurts to get 2 points like this off the alley-oop pass from John Johnson. Slams it home. That's a crowd pleaser. And if you're worried that you're not seeing a whole lot of Ashton Gibbs in these highlights, don't. He still went for 29, had almost a third of those from the free throw line, and was pretty darn effective at getting to the tin, something that'll really take his game to the next level. Second half now, Double Johnny getting things started, slicing and dicing with the kiss off the glass. And Lamar Patterson getting in on the fun with the beautiful hesitation move and the smooth finish. He got to the free throw line a ton. Didn't shoot it all that well from the stripe, but he still finished with 17 and 10 for SPK. Center court, though, pretty much led this one from start to finish. There's Birch swatting Patterson, and then coming back the other way, Johnson ends up with it and gets the easy 2. Birch getting it done on defense, of course, but also looking very fluid in transition there with the finish. And no, he wasn't done blocking shots, sends that one into the media section. Gibbs doing everything he could to try to keep his team in the game here in the second half with a couple of nice buckets. But this play was pretty symbolic of how the whole game went. J.J. Moore just unstoppable, completely crosses up Lamar Patterson, pulls up, nails the 3. Center court was firing on all cylinders, and they get their first win of the summer, 83-73 over SPK Law. Game 2 was fantastic, but Game 3 was a treat for other reasons, as DeJuan Blair was in the house suiting up for UPMC. Blair looked a little rusty and didn't have a huge impact on the game, but he does hit a deep 2 there. Pitt fans also got a double dose of Birch and Moore. They took the floor for PBC, who was missing some players. Moore didn't really play a whole lot, but he still managed to get 6 points. Interesting matchup here as Blair and Birch go toe-to-toe. Blair spins on him, they call a foul, but Birch held his own against the big fella. It was Birch's second game of the night, but you would have never known it because he remained active, running the floor, gets the slam off the feed from TJ McConnell. And again, this time McConnell with a sweet tip pass. Birch gets the throwdown. Pretty cool play there. The other Pitt freshman in this one, DeJuan Johnson, had a pretty quiet game. He gets the bucket inside there, And then on this play, showing his athleticism to get the follow, he finished with 6 points. Same goes for Talib Zana. He had a pretty modest 8 points for UPMC, playing alongside Blair. And between Blair and the ever-impressive Lamar Castile, there weren't really a whole lot of shots to go around on this team. Speaking of Castile, he and Jakeem Donaldson were excellent as usual. They had 24 and 20 for their respective teams. And McConnell, who's been rather quiet so far in the Pro-Am, had a really nice game. He went for 13, 9, and 5 for PBC. Gorgeous move there by the Duquesne sophomore. And Blair got a little more serious in the second half, scoring his first bucket since very early on in the first half. He finished with 9 points and 12 boards. And the fans at Greentree loved every one of them. But his team doesn't get the win, as PBC just had too many strong performances tonight. And despite this nasty slam by Lamar Castile at the end here, PBC gets the win 73-60 over UPMC. And that wraps up another night at the Pro-Am. The Layer beats Steel City Tickets, Center Court takes down SPK Law, and PBC beats UPMC. PGT Trucking had a bye. The High Men tonight, Ashton Gibbs and JJ Moore. No games next Monday for the 4th of July, but we'll be back after that with more Pittsburgh Pro-Am action. I'm Brian Batko for Panther Sports Network.